Hey family. Hello, hello, hello. I pray all is well with many of you. I just want to check in. I'm doing just fine. There's a lot going on in the world, isn't it? So, the Queen has finally passed. Queen Elizabeth. You shall know them by their fruit. And I ain't talking about food. And I'm not talking about financial fruit. Okay? The poor versus the rich and the wealthy. So anyway, I could have sworn I heard that she had passed last year. I don't know if that's a Mandela effect or what, but I could have sworn I heard something about, you know, she was getting ready to go out last year around Christmas time. But it was just so hush hush. And then you never know what's going on, behind those royal closed doors, Who knows? She could have been already deceased. And they could have just had her in one of those kind of, you know, hyperstation chambers, shall I say. Just trying to keep her around for whatever reason, put her in deep sleep because she stopped coming out as far as making public appearances. But anyway, rest in power to Queen Elizabeth. Shall I say Elizabeth? She's somebody queen. She's not my queen, but she's somebody queen, okay? She is who she is to those that see her as their queen. I just say that out of respect. But yeah, but the ultimate fruit I'm talking about is spiritual fruit. Okay, spiritual fruit. And I had uploaded two short video clips, just trying it out. I don't really like it because, when I have something to say and I get started, I don't like the fact that making those little videos, it cuts you off and you can't really express yourself like you really, really want to, shall I say. So I say, let me just make a video, show myself to let my brothers and sisters in the spirit know I'm doing just fine. And plus, I had a message on my heart that I wanted to speak on, okay? So, with that being said, those two little short videos, one of them was called, I think, Expand Your Own Divine Light. And if you know what I'm talking about, your inner lamp. And one of them was called Come Out of the Illusion of the False Light. I pretty much want to speak on both of them. It's going to be like in the mix. Many of you already see where I'm going with this, shall I say. But getting back to, you should know them by their fruit. And once again, I'm not talking about food nor financial fruit. I'm talking about spiritual fruit. It seemed like someone has hit a switch, okay? And many people are operating in their lower self, their lower nature. Their hearts are cold. They're thinking only of themselves. And when they are in position to be a blessing and to help somebody, they're not doing it. Thinking that whatever little that they do have, they're going to, lose it, which that's not the case. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to be showing my goodies. I apologize. And then you have those that with this so-called switch, okay, instead of them, being low vibrational and operating their lower nature, they are expanding their light. They're putting the work in, okay? They are spending their light and they are putting the work in. And what a beautiful change it is, okay, for that individual. As within, so without. The beautiful butterflies that many of them are becoming and many of you are becoming. And spiritually, the fruit, your fruit, each individual fruit, spiritual fruit, okay, has blossomed. It's blossomed and it's glowing, shall I say, in such a beautiful way. And it has also become very quite noticeable as well to especially those who inner light within that's dim. And they don't like that. And they see it because you're different and you stand out. They see it. And whether it be your so-called friends or your family members, you would definitely notice them kind of backing off, okay? Because it's pretty much what's inside of you versus what's inside of them, It's like that energy, okay? That energy that was once the same. When y'all were on the same frequency, due to that shift, okay, you have noticed with this so-called shift, you will start weaning people from you. They would back off and distance themselves from you, okay? And it would just happen naturally. It's a spiritual thing, family. So that's why it's so good to expand your own divine light, which is the ultimate light. It can help you to navigate out here in this physical world as far as you being led by the Spirit. And it also can help you to navigate when you're going within yourself. For those of you who are mastering yourself and, you're able to see within yourself. As within, so without. But you'd be surprised, you're no longer in the dark. You start off in the dark, but all of a sudden, you are illuminated within. And you're still in the dark, but you become illuminated within to where you can see what's around you. Okay, while you're navigating within yourself. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And many people are so scared. They fear doing this, thinking, oh, what I'm going to see. But if you are in your heart space, what is there to fear? Your heart is your guide. Your heart is your shield. What is there to fear? Fear in itself, not only is it illusion, but you're going to draw it to you. So you shouldn't even be thinking about anything negative anyway. It's your temple. Okay, God within. You should only think about good things when you go within yourself. Especially when you know that you are a loving nature, beautiful being. Why would you ever, think negative? And that used to be me. Okay, I didn't get here yesterday, so I can understand due to the programming of watching TV, watching these highly weird movies, it can psych you up to where you're fearing to go within yourself, thinking, oh, well, what I'm going to see, and what you're doing, you're judging yourself as though you don't expect to see good things inside of you. Oh yes, there are good things inside of you, just waiting for you to tap in. But see, we're also programmed by this false light. And like I said, like I stated when I did the so-called short little video, these celebrities, they know what time it is. That's why they are the puppets for the elites. It's like they're paying them to keep us distracted. They're paying them to keep us distracted in the so-called illusion of the false light. Money, bling, 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 make it rain. But ultimately, this illusion of fame and money, and definitely the bling with the teeth. They got these so-called grills, which is so foolish to me. But anyway, this is a new era. But with the bling grills, the bling necklaces, the bling, I don't know, maybe nose ring, ear piercing, you name it. Everything got to be bling, bling, flashy. But it can really cost you if you're not wrong. Let's just say if you cut off guard, you can get robbed. Okay, I don't know why anybody want all this kind of bling bling, to tell you the truth, because you set yourself up to be targeted and end up getting robbed. But anyway, but that's the false light, family. Okay, and they keep you from looking within yourself. See, that's what these celebrities are all about. They're puppets of the industry elites, Hollywood industry elites, shall I say. But they are the puppets. They put them in the front in position to keep the masses like this, on a string, like, look at me, look what I have versus what you don't have. And it makes people want it more. Okay, even though they probably like, I never lived like that, but I want to live like that. And people are drawn to money. Money is energy. Money, you think about money, you think about power and fame and all that comes with it. But if your inner lamp within is dim, that's all you're going to have. It's just that illusion of the so-called bling, the so-called false illusion of light, which is your money. That's all you're going to have. It's your little diamonds and your blings. And it's never going to satisfy you because your soul deep down knows it's something more. But you're caught up in the illusion of the false light, especially the Hollywood light, shall I say. Okay? You know how you go into these big cities and they have these like tall buildings, with lights, and it's very beautiful at night when you're driving around, in the inner cities. You just see all these tall buildings just lit up with all this beautiful light. That's a false light also. It looks so nice and all of that, but you know what, family? It's nice to look at, but we have to really keep it real. It's still the false light. That light right there is not going to guide you within yourself. Okay? You can have all that false light out here that many people are drawn to, and you can still be lost out here. But there's a beautiful divine inner light within all of us. Yes, as within, so without. But this light within, family, it not only can it navigate you out here, but as well as within. Okay? Because once you make the connection spiritually, you will realize we are all one consciousness. In consciousness, we are all one. That's why people who have the gift of the spirit, we want to call them seers. Some people want to say psychic mediums, whatever. At the end of the day, it's just different titles. But it's the gift of the spirit, period. Okay? But you're able to tap in and you're able to have the sense of knowing. That's connecting with the all there is. That's connecting with consciousness, Christ consciousness, and it's one consciousness. When you're tapping into this so-called consciousness, family, depending on, what you're setting your attentions on that you want to know about, you would get those answers. You would get those answers. Good or bad, you would get those answers. And when you're whole and balanced, okay, and you are one with nature and all the ways that matter, nature will talk to you as well. You will find synchronicities in your life due to nature. Something must have want me to be telling y'all this. See that? All of a sudden I just got choked up. But anyway, That's something that I had to learn because I definitely put my own work in. I definitely do my own, you know, spiritual healing, spiritual work, okay, spiritual growth, shall I say. One must definitely put the work in to start seeing results. And it's not lip service, it's about action, okay, because keep doing the same thing and not getting the results. We got to come out of there being a fool, okay? Um, a lot of people are just caught up in the illusion, and they choose to be in the illusion for whatever reason. It's their choice. And you can't tell people what to do and how to do. They have to really make their own mind up and have the mindset, as far as longing for change for their highest good. And they have to be ready for spiritual growth, spiritual elevation. They have to be ready for it. It's an individual choice. And I'm not here to tell anybody, you better get yourself together. Time is running out. That's not for me to tell anybody. Because in my own divine timing, I started to awaken in my 40s. Okay? 43, I believe. I started to awaken then. And I look back on, I wish I would have awakened at least, in my maybe, I don't know, early 30s maybe. But you know what? It wasn't my time. And the most I got divine timing, I woke up when I needed to wake up. There were some things I had to get out of my system, shall I say. And I thank the Most High God for preserving me. I thank the Most High God for giving me a testimony and for allowing me to go through the things I've been able to go through, to speak on it, okay? And to come out of it safe and sound. A lot of people are going through things and they're not coming out of it safe and sound. It's crazy. I do readings, and when it comes to crime readings, missing person readings, and it's a lot of people so caught up in looking outside of themselves that they have no value of self, and their inner lamp is dim versus, I don't even want to say versus. Their inner lamp is dim, and it shows in their action as far as how they're moving out here. They have no knowledge of self, family, and they operate in their lower nature. And instead of them valuing themselves, they make the conscious decision, not being led by the spirit, not using the intuition, their divine intuition, and they don't respect the word no. And they're taking their so-called significant spouse out for whatever reason, due to argument, disagreement, or maybe one of them has cheated or whatever. But they made the conscious decision to go that route. If I can't have you, can nobody else have you? Like, life does not go on. Like, you can't move on to somebody else. Oh, well, I love them. Well, how about you love yourself? How about you love yourself more, to where you won't put yourself in a position to where you end up being locked up for years. Your so-called significant other is deceased. Why not value yourself? It's enough you're not valuing another life, but you're not valuing yourself either. And some people get so jealous, their light within is so dim. Their significant other will be cheating on them, and they want to take the other individual out. Well, either way, you're not even valuing your own life. You want to take another person's life, you will end up serving time. And the person that you were trying to fight over, shall I say, they moved on. They were somebody else. And here you are, you done sabotage your own life when you could have moved on. See, these are people, when they get to that dark place, it's hard for them to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like they just see nothing but darkness, because that's what they're surrounded by. They're very low vibrational. Anyway, it's one thing to be low vibrational, but when your light get too dim, it's like you just lose sense. You just lose all common sense. And you definitely operating in love, love of self. You're not operating and honoring yourself. Anyway, I've been coming across a lot of, cases like that. People just operating their lower nature, you know, and their light within is dim. So you know that they are all pretty much just low vibrational individuals. So you can imagine what kind of negative entities are attached to them. Okay? And they don't even realize it because, well, their vibration is matching this entity vibration. That's why they're not aware of it. But all they know is their actions are very negative and they can care less. Okay, they pretty much giving in to the darkness. And they don't even honor themselves or value themselves enough to expand their own light. So they can grow and elevate spiritually. Many people, family, it's going to be their choice out here. And you have to love people from where they are, but it's their choice. So you hear about women killing their children, children killing their parents, spouse killing their significant spouse, girlfriend killing her boyfriend, boyfriend killing his girlfriend, girlfriend killing her boyfriend's other, shall I say, due to entanglement, other lover, shall I say, or the other lover wants the girlfriend out and she's killing her. It's a bunch of foolishness. But see, I'm on the outside looking in, but I see things clearly from a higher perspective because I'm in my heart space. So I'm able to see things much clearer, okay? You see things real clear when you're in your heart space because you up here, okay? Your heart is your guide and your shield. You up here, and anybody that's low vibrational can't touch you. Okay, they can't touch you. They can't touch you here mentally because your thoughts are not like their thoughts. And they can't touch you here, okay? Because your vibration is not their vibration. Or should I say frequency? It's totally different. But you can see things for what it is. And for the most part, people are just being pimped and used by these demonic spirits, okay? They're using them real good. Anyway, I love your family. By yourself, love yourself. And most importantly, value your own divine light within. Put the work in spiritually, meditate, and get back to thyself. And stop worrying about these so-called celebrities. I know you're not family, but I always tell people watching me, focus on you, okay? Honor you, value you, and be good to you. Peace, family, peace. I think I said enough. It's a lot going on out here, but you know what? No harm should come to your dwelling place. You are who you say you are, and your reality is how you choose to see it. Peace.